All right, folks, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel. It is time to take a look at another EDC flashlight. This will probably be a pretty quick video. This was sent to me by our friends at Thrunite. This is the Thrunite Defender 3. Very, very cool. Flat EDC flashlight with a very cool added feature, the Thrunite Defender. That's what we're going to call this, and let's get into it. I will try to do some outdoor footage at the end on this guy, and we will go from there. Now, it comes with the flashlight, comes with the little book, and a charging cable, okay? Very, very cool. These are listed currently over on Amazon for, I believe, $75, but we will get into the rest of that in a moment. Now, I have been told again and again and again that this looks basically a lot like an Olight arc feld, and it does. I mean, it definitely does. Now, some similarities. It's flat. As a matter of fact, we happen to have an arc feld here. It's flat, and it has a similar shape, similar front bezel, similar features, similar clip. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities here. It's up to Thrunite and Olight to decide if one is a copy of the other or whatever. I don't get into that. I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to tell you, about this flashlight, and we'll do some comparisons as well. Now, it is magnetic on the bottom, which is great. It is a clip that will work in your pocket and on your hat. It does have a USB-C charging port. It has a battery indicator here. I currently have 3 bars. You could see there. Whoops. All right. And it does have an aluminum frame here, and really, really cool. Now, one thing right off the bat that I would like to point out that is different. By the way, you do have, again, the same kind of indicator, a little different laid out, same kind of dial, a little bit differently laid out. And I agree. But again, I'm just here to talk about this light and to give some comparisons and thoughts. But the feature that I believe is pretty cool, now, it's not super concerning. An Olight arc feld, when you're on the flashlight mode, is a maximum of 1,300 lumens. So if we go all the way to bright, okay, it's 1,300 lumens. It gets pretty warm. It might be able to burn through the fabric of your shirt, like if you're carrying it of your pants pocket, that kind of thing. Same thing with this guy, except I will say when I'm all the way bright on this one, it is 1,600 lumens, okay? So it's a little bit brighter. And again, it gets warm, okay? So what I think is cool is if you look at the arc feld, we have our different modes here. We have the flashlight mode, we have the laser mode, we have the UV mode, right? On this one, we have the UV mode, we have the laser mode, we have the flashlight mode. Can you see that, by the way? All right, hold on. Let's get up here. So here's the 2 dials side by side. Sorry about that. It's hard to see. There's a lot of glare on my screen when I'm doing these, so I apologize. So we have, again, UV mode, laser mode, flashlight mode, and we have a lock. So now this is in my pocket, and I cannot turn that on, okay? That is awesome, because I had another flashlight from a different company recently that I put in my pocket all the way on bright. Again, flashlights come up in the last memory. And I burnt a stinking hole right through my pocket. Smoke and the whole shebang. So it is really good to have a mode that when I put it in my pocket, it is locked out. So I like that a lot. Now, it is, again, I'm not a flashlight expert, but I'm going to do my best. Now, you see here, we will step through the low, medium, and high, okay? And very, very nice on that. Then we have the green laser, which is, a green laser. Works very nicely, good for a pointer, that kind of thing. And then we have, of course, the UV mode. Again, there's gross stuff all over my board here. Disgusting. Anyway, so you do have that UV mode, and what I think is cool, we're going to wipe that off, whatever that is. And what I think is, well, it's still there, Casey, but what I think is really cool about a UV light is to take a knife, like I happen to be carrying today, with 80s camo carbon, and you can show that reactive color on the 80s camo carbon, which is really cool. Matter of fact, I have two 80s knives today. There's another one. Woo, look at that orange. Holy moly. Very, very cool. Let's put them both on the show side. Ooh, very nice. So again, I don't get into all the other uses for a UV light. I'll leave that to you crazy people out there that, yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But anyway, it's there if you want it. But I like the fact that we have that kind of lockout. Now, one thing I wanted to do, and I have not done this, so this is not any kind of judgment. I don't know. It feels like the weight on these two are a little different, so we're going to find out. Now, I don't know. It might be different batteries. The batteries are encased. I've not opened these up to find out what the batteries are. This guy is 3.81 ounces. And this guy is 3.95. So they're very similar. For some reason, the Olight felt a little heavier to me, but it's definitely not. Again, very similar lights. I get that. Again, 1600 lumens as opposed to the 1300 lumens of the Olight. But very cool lights all the way around. Now, if I go over here and grab my laptop, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to leave a link below to the Defender. The Defender is $74.99, so $75. By the way, the black arc felt, and again, they're on sale often in fairness to Olight, which I love Olight, guys. Please, I'm not trashing anybody. I'm just giving honest thoughts here. I absolutely love Olight, and they have sales often on their products, but the base of the ArcFelt Pro is $99. This one is $75, so it is a little less expensive. I will have a link down below, and it's really up to you. You cannot go wrong with either one of these lights, in my opinion. They are both very, very nice. Now, we're going to go outside, and we're going to do some outdoor footage of this guy and then wrap this video up. Let me know what you think of the Thrunite Defender. Pretty cool looking light for sure. So let's go outside. All right, really quick outdoor footage with the Thrunite Defender. You can see that's on low. There's medium and then high. Let's step through it slowly. All right, hold on. All right, we'll step through 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You see that? All right, so that's all the way bright, and you can see we get a nice wide field of vision. It is not shooting very strongly down that way, but you can see we can definitely, I'm gonna make sure my skunk friend's not down here. He was a little bit earlier. Okay, he's not. But you can see we can shoot up into those trees pretty well, but it's more of sort of a flood than a spot, which is great for EDC. And then let's find the laser. Can you see that? Yes, you can. And it shoots way down to the bottom of the yard. You can't really see it very good, but trust you me, it definitely shoots down there really, really well. So there you go, guys. That is the Thrunite Defender. Really cool flashlight from Thrunite, and it's, you know, up to everyone to think. I've gotten a lot of comments about it looking like the ArcFelt, and that's really up to each person. So let me know what you think, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to all, and I thank you for watching the Knives Fast channel.